So today I have a beautiful new COSC certified release from Longines. I've been really looking forward to seeing one in person. The watch is the Longines Spirit. This is the Prestige Edition, and I actually have two colorways. I have the silver and black. Before we get to the watches though, I just have to thank Gem Bijou for lending them in. Gem Bijou is an authorized dealer in Toronto for Longines and many other brands. If you're shopping watches, make sure to check them out at gembijou.com. I'm actually also working with another YouTuber, Engineer Wannabe, on creating some content for the Gem Bijou channel, so make sure to go and subscribe to that too. I'll leave links to both the shop and the channel in the description below. So the idea behind the Spirit line of watches is to pay tribute to and also take inspiration from pioneers in aviation, sports, as well as historical figures and events that Longines is directly connected to. The watch actually comes with an interesting read talking specifically about their connection to people like Amelia Earhart, Charles Lindbergh, and even Albert Einstein. They also cover some of their relationships with sporting events they've been partnered with over the years. It's just a nice little showcase of the brand's pedigree. Now, there's a number of watches in the lineup, including these, as well as a chronograph. I'm not 100% on the chronograph, but the three-hand models are available in two sizes, a 42mm and the 40mm versions I have here. These normally come on either a strap or bracelet, but the Prestige Edition comes with the bracelet, the two-piece leather on the right here, and the leather NATO-style strap, which are all quick release. The bracelet is also quick release. There's a button you can see here on the underside of the end link. You press it to easily remove the bracelet and swap straps. Both the straps are nice quality leather, although I especially like the NATO. It's very thin and wears great on the watch. These versions of the watch come in at a nice size with the 40mm case width. Lug to lug is just over 49mm. Now, one thing to consider with the bracelet is the end link. This center portion here protrudes and doesn't articulate at all. So it's 54.5mm from end to end. Depending on your wrist size, you may want to wear this on a strap. One other bit of a negative is the lug opening. On the 40mm versions, it's 21mm, although on the 42s, they do have a 22mm opening. The thickness is 12.2 millimeters. That includes the domed sapphire crystal, which is treated with an anti-reflective coating, and the water resist on the watch is 100 meters. So just want to swap over to the black dial version here while we talk about the movement. The movement is the caliber L888.4, which is based off the ETA A31.L11. From my understanding, the movement is made exclusively for Longines by ETA. It's a 21 joule movement beating at 25,200 vibrations per hour with a 64-hour power reserve. It's COSC certified, so you're getting a very accurate and reliable movement. So other than the different color between these two models, the other difference is the dial texture. The black has a smooth, glossy dial, where the silver has a textured, shimmery finish. Both look to be simple, straightforward dial layouts, but there's some great details happening. Up at the 12, we have the applied logo and automatic printed. Above the 6 is the 5 stars and the chronometer designation. The minute track is raised slightly, and the high polished edge where it meets the dial really likes to play off the light. The raised applied hour markers also give the dial some depth. There's also a small diamond shaped marker right at the edge of the minute track at each hour. The handset is that right length for easy legibility, and I love that the red tipped second hand reaches right out to the very edge of the dial. Adding to the legibility is the lume that was surprisingly bright to me. I'm a big fan of loomed Arabic markers, so this was great to see. The small diamond-shaped markers aren't so bright with them having the small surface area to apply lume, but otherwise I'm really happy with the lume situation with it. The case is well finished. It's mostly brushed other than the bezel, which transitions from brushed to a polished bevel, then back to brushed before it hits the case. There's another very thin polished bevel along the top edge of the case. Some of this stuff you don't even notice at first because it's so subtle, but they're nice touches to the overall design. The crown is signed. It's a screw-down crown, very easy to grip. The winding action is crazy smooth. You can barely feel it engaging the movement. Feels good to screw back in. The case back is screwed down with 6 screws and etched with the logo there. Back to the bracelet for just a second. It's still got the plastic on it, but it seems to be very well built. The finish work is on par with the case. Links are screwed links. We've got a good solid signed clasp, and there are 5 micro adjusts to get that good fit. And on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, it wears perfectly for me, but keep in mind that longer effective lug to lug with those end links. It should be fine on a strap though if that's a problem for you, but overall, I think it's just a classic design that's nicely executed, and it's always great to have a COSC certified movement under the hood. Cost-wise, MSRP is $37.50 Canadian or $27.50 US dollars for the Prestige Edition. If you go for the regular editions that come with only one strap or bracelet, the price is lower by a fair amount though. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks to Gem Bijou for lending in the watches. Check them out at gembijou.com and on their channel here on YouTube too. Thanks to you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.